Alrighty. I think we may or may not be back. I'm hoping we're back. I think we're back. So hopefully you'll see me in just a sec. I think. I hope. Let me know when I'm back. If you hear this, send a milk disaster, I guess. God. Or honestly, just say something. But yeah, we're definitely having some issues. Oh god, let me see is it picking up on my phone again? Please. God, there's so many. God, I'm seeing like Bonnie go live, and then Clover is live playing Elden Ring, and then I think Nikoboros is live, and Renee. Wait, fuck! I forgot to shout out Renee. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, at least I showed up there, so hopefully that's still going. Welcome back. Are we back? Hello, y'all. I hope we're doing well. Hello. Side note, since we are back, I mentioned Renee earlier. Renee is also streaming right now. So, they are also streaming, they're streaming Arknights, last stream before vacation, so, do make sure to follow them. If they're still around, we might, after I'm done, we might raid them. But I don't know how long they'll go. But yes, hopefully you guys aren't too far behind. Refresh the page if I'm still not showing. I should be back up. Let me make sure to type that in chat in case anyone is having an issue there. If you are also getting a lot of delay, try refreshing as well. But yeah, okay. So hopefully at least we get like a few more hours in here. But yeah, so where were we? I was in the middle of saying, what the fuck do you mean more revenants into the soul furnace? So that's, I'm guessing it's something, because they talked about a revenant with the Noxerer King, I think. So that might be something with that. But what the fuck is a soul furnace? Alright. So why force the people, who aren't really of the same race, to all band together, call themselves the Sarkaz, and build a giant target called Kazdel? Oh, fuck! So yeah, this is something very interesting because of the different, this is one of the things that fascinates me about Arknights, in that, yes, there are different species, but those species are actually in-universe designations for the species, which means that they are subject to the same prejudices and biases that make up the species, because that those people who made up the species are subject to. So that's why we have stuff like the Liberi, but they're not as easily, like, these aren't omnipotently made species. These are made by the fallible people in that universe. And so that's something extremely interesting to me, because we know about the T-Kaz, who became the Sarkaz, because even though there are all these different species of them, the gargoyles, the vampires, the Damatsi, the all these different, and the Cyclopes, all these different things, but they're all labeled under the name the Sarkaz because of the prejudice in those who created these divisions, which I think is something very, very, very fascinating about the way Arknights creates those distinctions. So there's something that bringing up here, why force the people who aren't really of the same race to band together, call themselves the Sarkaz, and build a giant target called Kazdel? The war between the four superpowers has proven that other Terra nations can accept our existence as mercenaries, and that's where Scar Market comes in. And your highness surely knows that we've become a community, a town, because many of us could never fit into the elitist, bloodline-obsessed royal court. TCAS, those who have a home. Sarcas, those without a home. Yeah, with the translations too. I remember... God, it's all... This part is mixing together in my brain, but, I need to... haven't loaded up this one in a while, but yeah. So, like, the different names, like, given to them as well. In all these years, I may have helped just as many Sarkas find a new way of life as the 6 heroes, if not even more. And I'm not the least bit ashamed to say it, your highness, king of Sarkas. Teresa doesn't reply. All she offers is a faint smile at the Cyclops. It suddenly occurs to Skara that this king of Sarkas belongs to no royal court, and represents no bloodline. Her sole aim is to persuade the Sarkas who are unwilling to believe that Casdell can be built, some of whom have even committed crimes for this cause, to believe once more. But is she enough to break free from this cycle of tragic failures, from the ending he foresaw? Come to think of it, there's one thing I don't get, your highness. I might have agreed to help you. Why didn't you and General Teresa simply burn this place to the ground before the day's end? I would have little chance of winning if you decided to do so. Just like you did 60 years ago. What? Just like you did. Fuck, I'm gonna have to, like, draw out a fucking timeline. Jesus Christ. What the... Fuck, dude. There's so much to go through, Jesus Christ. A minute ago, you described Casdell as nothing but a target, and that you want another way for the Sarkas to live. One that would have them depend on other nations. Yes. So tell me, in your prophetic visions, have you seen Casdell's destruction? Have you seen my death, Teresa's death, and the destruction of all that you stand against? Ooh. And what about yourself? How do you behold your death? A slow and agonizing death by Eurypathy, slain in battle on foreign soil, or drowned in a sea of plots and conspiracies? Have you ever left this place and seen Casdell as it is now? Have you ever truly seen the future? Is this your way of asking for a prophecy? I don't give handouts, but for your highness, I'll consider a discount. There is so... Yeah, this is dense as fuck. Such nerve. No wonder you were able to claw your way out of this bleakness and rebuild this mercenary's paradise. But I'll pass on the prophecy. Prophecies and fate have no value. It's getting late. I look forward to your return to Casdell. Whew! He watches her go, and heaves a long sigh only when even her footsteps fall from earshot. Son of a bitch! Foresight, prophecies, his own death. He bought his coffin this very morning. Fascinating! Bro, there is so much to dissect here. Jesus Christ. Tally up the losses. Boss, the slaves. Set them free. They're bound to get tangled up in the Scar market after the war begins anyway. At most, we lose out on pocket change. Did anyone take on General Teresa's and survive? Yes, I've noted them all down. Take them to supplies for a little reward. They've got real balls. When you're done, take them to the bar entrance and kill them all in front of everyone. Send their heads to General Teresa's as an apology. Wow. Wow. Got it. Send their rewards to whatever family and friends they have as bereavement. Tell every merc looking to make a living in the Scar market, I don't want to see anyone trying funny shit on my turf. I'm fascinated by these characters, holy shit. He heads alone to the bar, the tags on his cloak jangling in his steps. He stands prominently in the crowd, watching as the blades take the light from the mercenary's eyes. I'm so fascinated by this because every action has a meaning. What is he trying to get at with this? Because take them to supplies for a little reward. So they get the reward for the bravery of it, but they also get executed as a message. Send their heads to General Teresa's as an apology. An apology for fighting against them? An apology for Scar Eye? Is it an apology to Teresa's? Is it an apology to Teresa in how they're thinking and how they're running the Scar market? Still, no one fights back. Utter disappointment. And see, that adds so much into it too, like he wants people to fight back for this. Drinks are on the house tonight, both to celebrate the two highnesses sparing your lives, and to celebrate the huge gig you've all just landed. Your objective is in Casdell. Get your shit ready. Soon you're all gonna be in the city. Damn. This... Oh! We have Dark Knight's Memoir music! We have Dark Knight's Memoir music! Ooh! Sorry, I love the Dark Knight's Memoir music. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Secret entrance of Scar Market, Casdell. Ooh, the two of them, the two of them! You've been quiet for some while now, Teresa. Are you hesitating? No, I have confidence in you. A reshuffle of the War Council is inevitable. It's just... I've been thinking about the city's future. War won't stop itself at Gaul. Our pace has fallen too far behind. Corsica I commands an indomitable fleet of dreadnoughts and guard battalions. The Mad King of Lytanian has more than his arts in his arsenal to effect Gaul's failure. The industrial might of both Ursus and Victoria in the throes of a large-scale war has far surpassed our imaginations. Many assume to know war like the back of their hands simply by living long enough through it. If our concept of war still lingers on the Great Battle from a century ago, then we have drastically underestimated how quickly wars can nourish empires and fuel dictatorships. If our concept of war still lingers... So, are they talking about themselves as well? Like, assume to know war like the back. So, they're talking about themselves, assuming to know war. If your concept of war still lingers on the Great Battle, so if we think about how it was in the past, that doesn't tell us, clearly what's happened in the past doesn't have any scale to how quickly wars can nourish empires. So we need to rethink it, maybe? This is exactly why we need a military commission. It's more than that, Teresa's. I know. When the day comes, when the Sarkas wish to live on, if a brittle, creaking city is all they have to call their own, it will be far from enough. Oh, shit. So guys, one thing that I'm thinking also is that, you know how in Chapter 8, there was a really interesting dialogue between Tallulah and Alina. The dichotomy, the juxtaposition of those two. Because, Tallulah, for example, oh fuck, okay, you know what, hold on, I have a post because I sent it to Benny's Discord because I really liked the explanation of it, so hold on, I know I can pull it up in an analysis. Where is... there's stuff about W... okay, so it is by Vanquished Valiant, who actually has a Twitch... who actually does have a Twitch account, but I don't actually know what her Twitch, I don't remember what her Twitch username is offhand, but Vanquished Valiant on Tumblr. But so, she writes, like, in addition, I'm fascinated by how much agonizing soul-searching Chapter 8 is giving us about the nature of revolutionary conflict versus social reform. It's been building a theme for a good deal of the story with the contrast between Rhodes Island and Reunion. Oh my god. Sorry, give me a sec. Ugh. A vocal system slipped up a bit there. But Tallulah's ideals, and more specifically, her extensive conversations with Alina and Patriot, really hammer in the point and chew the scenery to exhaustively cover every angle they can think of. And like good philosophy and science fiction of old, Arknights is hardly a strong advocate for one or the other. The narrative is truly, genuinely heartbroken about what true justice is and how the oppressed can better themselves. The trade-off between violence to protect oneself and peace to prosper. The thin line between righteous anger and violence for violence sake, and how easily one can become the other and go off course. But also, the futility of merely allowing things to be as they are, how the powerful can thwart gradual change without the inertia provided by violence and uprising. Tallulah knows she needs to seize a future with fist and sword, but Alina knows that there is no future for their people if their children only know how to kill and not how to patch their clothes and sow seeds for the next harvest. The Reunion movement was trying to walk such an incredibly fine line between rebellion and independent actualization, not able to commit to either because they faced dire threats from all sides: the Ursus army, the social pressures that oppressed infected, and even the very environment themselves pressing down on them. And we can see in Tallulah's early, genuine movement real reflections of Rhodes Island's struggles with the same things. Trying to be peaceful, but being forced to draw weapons to protect that peace, and fearful of slipping back into warfare and bloodshed, constantly questioning which is right. Making their own people into soldiers and weapons, and worrying whether their cause will mean anything when the ashes of war settle. How do you do what's best for your people? How do you ensure there's a brighter future for them? How much do you spill blood, and how much do you rally spirits? How long can you keep faith that whatever you choose is the right answer, and that you couldn't have done something better? That you couldn't have been harder when it mattered? That you couldn't have been softer when it didn't? Tallulah and Amiya are more alike than I could have ever imagined, both of them inheritors of a legacy that stands for more than they can handle, both of them fearful of the power that it represents, being consumed and co-opted by it, Amiya physically with the Civilite Eterna, and Tallulah mentally with the Black Snake. Each of them taking their own stance that they believe in strongly, and the only real defining difference between them being the circumstances they found themselves in and the ground they have to stand on. And here, let me grab the link so you guys can see this post. But this is so fascinating to me in how they bring up this idea so often in Arknights, and again, how they talk about this idea of, like, reform so much. So I'm gonna make sure to go check that out to see Vanquish Valiant. Arcane! Yeah, for real. But yeah, so even what they're talking about here, war, and the Scar Market, that is again a parallel to it, because the Scar Market and the Sarkaz need to protect Castel. They need to fight because of how these other countries are trying to attack them, are trying or they need to be able to fight and protect themselves and to build a home from themselves to fight back against these oppressive countries. But at the same time, like, again, so this is exactly why we need a military commission. But at the same time, it's more than that, Teresis. I know. When the day comes, when the Sarkaz wish to live on, if a brittle, creaking city is all they have to call their own, it will be far from enough. So you need to build more of a community. You need to not only fight to create a community, but also to rebellion that removes a government simply creates a vacuum in which anything can form, and if you don't have something to in that spot, if you don't have a society and a government in a way like built to fill that vacuum, then that leaves the space open for dictatorships or even worse things to form. Whatever HG is paying the writers, they need a raise. For fucking real. Oh, for fucking real. God. This is delicious. This is delicious. I love these oh God, it's so good. Do you remember the idea I proposed? Back when Calcit was designing the city's blueprints with what? Okay, so we're in the middle of all this talk about revolutionary reform with all these implications, and then they drop the bombshell of just like, oh right, when Calcit was designing the cities. Like, obviously we knew Calcit was working with them because of the Civilite Eterna, but also, what the fuck? Babel. Oh! Wait! So... Babel was not just the foundation. Babel was not just the foundation of Rhodes Island. Babel was the city. Babel was the new Kazdel. Babel was what the Sarkaz would become. What the city and the country and the society like would become. The city, the nomadic city. Wait. To transcend the borders of race and nation, to echo far and wide in our ideals, in our epics, bounded by a Sarkaz. We will prepare Kazdel for the coming crisis, strive to eradicate the poverty and disease that have plagued them for millennia, and send a message to all of Terra. There will come a future when we all stand as one. The Sarkaz, too, are part of Terra's destiny. Hold on. I'm sorry. This is fucking insane, guys. Because, y'all, I was most active in, like, again, the theory crafting and community and stuff during, like, the really early years, in the first couple years. And, holy shit. So there was one thing, I'm sorry, I keep bringing up various posts, but there are so many fascinating things here, and I want to tie these ideas together. I want to, again, this is, it may take us a long time to read this, but it's because we're diving into it. We gotta see, we have to actually, we want to understand the story. I should have gone for a degree in literature. But there was too much, like, other work and reading and stuff, but I mean, not other work and reading, but just all the busy work stuff I could never get through it. But God, I always thought about this when it came to literature and media, and I always wanted to try and write about this kind of thing. /AK babe. Fuck. I need to do a plus sign there, I think. Did that not? Oh my god, fuck, hold on. Why is that not? Why is this not working? Oh, it's because I fucking misspelled it, hold on. But there's something that's very, very interesting about the way Arknights describes, because, so there's a lot to ask about with the ways different pieces of media depict, like, fantasy racism, because it's always very hard to write that, Oh, sorry. I found the other post. Hold on. There's another post that I really, again, so you know how I mentioned about, how the sarcasm, we saw that line? Bro, we haven't even hit the first fucking stage yet. This is insane with the amount of shit that I could bring up. Sorry, okay. So I need to post this though, because this post, how it discusses, yes, a project brought together. Yeah, exactly you. But so, fuck no, Celestine. We're going full literature analysis. We're going full fucking video essay thesis. We're going full video essay 20-page thesis mode on this. But so there's something that we mentioned here about the different, the Sarkaz and the, who aren't really of the same race to band together. So from, Tainbu Kalange, one interesting thing about Arcanite's races is that almost every kind of land animal is named as a separate race. Foxes, cats, wolves, dogs, lions, bears, horses, rabbits, snakes, crocodiles, salamanders, otters, rats, sheep, deer. The list goes on, all are listed as separate races, with some of them only counting 1 or 2 operators. At least, oh my god, at least we're only 25 minutes into stream. God! But while the Sarkaz recognize several different kinds among themselves too, vampires and patriots race off the top of my head, they're all lumped together under Sarkaz in the operator files. And it's not because Sarkaz are based on fantasy creatures while the rest are real-world animals. All the different sea creatures are lumped together under Aegir, for example, and all birds are Liberi, including Heliger and Archetto, who as Hippogriff and Griffin are half horse and half lion respectively. But the files name several different kinds of dragons: Lung, Draco, Voivre, Kylan. The dragon races also categorically enjoy a lot of social prestige, even though outwardly the characteristics of horns plus tail would be enough to lump them in with the loosely defined and widely despised Sarkaz. Since Oni are a separately acknowledged non-Sarkaz race, we didn't know this at the time, by the way, the Oni actually are Sarkaz, but they've been separated enough that they seem to be less discriminated against. Since, the line between them can't even be that the Sarkaz are demons, even though that is in fact a slur they get called. Apparently Sancta are implied to be modified Sarkaz in Mastima's upcoming event. This was before Guide Ahead, as you can see, which is a whole other can of worms I'm not currently qualified to open. But, so you see this bit, even in a world where everyone has animal features, it's impossible to neatly divide people into separate races based on physical characteristics because there is massive variety within races, and there are mixed race people, and there are those who are only seen to be one race or the other by matter of circumstance. And this way, the game subtly reinforces what it also says more explicitly in a lot of other ways, namely, that there is no intrinsic trait of the Sarkaz or any other ethnic group that separates them from the rest of society and causes them to be discriminated against, because their suffering is politically motivated and allowed to continue because it is convenient for their oppressors. Yeah. So exactly, like, okay, so we do have an actual bit of lore about the Ancients and the Elders, which we also know a bit because they were the ones in charge. Correct. And so that has to do with the Ancients and the Elders and the First Civilization, which is a whole lot more stuff that has to do with things that are brought up in, like, Lone Trail. But now we do know that there is some intrinsic trait in that the Tikaz were the original inhabitants of Terra. However, that doesn't mean that the reason, but still, again, the whole thing is these animal species are created not because they are an inherent truth of the world, but because it is made by the inhabitants of this world and thus later used for political, like, again, politically motivated their suffering is politically motivated. And so in that, the Sarkaz are all lumped together as the Sarkaz, despite having all the different Sarkaz sub-races. It's, again, politically motivated suffering. Fascinating. And so again, with this, who aren't really of the same race, to band together, call themselves a Sarkaz, and build a giant target called Kazdel. This is, by the way, this post is from, again, before Guide Ahead. God, I love... But yeah. Also related note, I love Arcanite. Exactly. Oh my god. The one that I really want to find something about, the Arcanites racism stuff. Is it something that, I'm trying to remember what I tagged it as. I know it's under my favorites, but I have a lot of things under favorites. Yes. Okay, I have found this. Okay. Give me a second, because I'll link this. I might not, there is so much in this one, but I think it's this one especially, God, again, it is so incredible that we're seeing that I'm looking at these fucking posts from years ago, and we're getting this fucking payoff here. Again, Babel, founded by a Sarkaz. We will prepare Kazdel for the coming crisis. Strive to eradicate the poverty and disease that have plagued them for millennia, and send a message to all of Terra. There will come a future where we all stand as one. The Sarkaz, too, are part of Terra's destiny. And so, this is so important with just this post. I see conversations about people being tired of fantasy works having fantasy racism, because other than not being handled well, the presence of it implies there's a valid reason for it, like how ogres are often treated as pure evil. Thinking about Arcanites, I think Oripathy manages to avoid the issues. Systemic prejudices against the infected, like classism, ableism, and they make statements with it all and have nuance, but it's not just racism for the sake of it, but real and complex issues within Terra. Now, from Shuttershocky, I understand your point, but Arcanites very much does have fantasy racism with the Sarkaz. It takes a backseat to general Oripathy discrimination and is hidden by the fact that plenty of the main cast is Sarkaz. But you have lines from Meteorite, for example, stating her surprise that Rhodes Island hired Sarkaz like her in public-facing jobs. I do like how Arcanites handles the topic of racism towards the Sarkaz. They're shown to actually be a hugely diverse group of people. They're the minds behind the whole Rhodes Island project. Teresa, Closure, and Warfarin are all Sarkaz. And the reason for their discrimination isn't because they have superpowers, fucking everyone does, or otherwise are naturally dangerous. It's because they are simply different. Fantasy racism is often eye-rolling because it's usually like, in this world, the race called normies are discriminatory toward the race called the exploders, a race that eats the brain of passerby and then explode. However, when this normie cop finds a 10-year-old exploder lost in his backyard, they will go on an adventure to break down the walls of society and hopefully not explode. Arknights, however, explores the topic of the Sarkaz with some nuance, and the careful explanation that the reasons they continue to be discriminated against today came about because of their oppression. They are often mercenaries and hired muscle because there are no other jobs for them. Many are depressed, cynical, and violent from living such a hard life where their lives are seen as expendable, further enforcing the stereotype of Sarkaz as a race of warmongers. Sorry. Their only land to call their own was ravaged by foreign invasions and then by a civil war. Even Buldrokasti's entire backstory was about Sarkaz oppression. During Teresa's reign over Kazdel, he brought his clan with him to Ursus seeking a better life for them. Keep in mind, Vigilo called Teresa a great war hero, implying her reign or the lead up to it was marked by war with other nations, which we are also learning about now. And when they arrived in Ursus, they were thrown to the front line of a demonic invasion, made to fight horrifying and inhuman monsters to prove they were worthy of Ursus. It's almost understandable why Buldrokasti sternly told his son not to rock the boat, not to protest the Ursus government's treatment of the infected. They had already fought so hard and sacrificed so much just to get here, just to be citizens. And here we go. It's also why Rhodes Island, as a creation of a Sarkaz venture, is important to the game's themes. Almost every single nation in Terra is a complete dystopian nightmare, and yet, from the most beaten, oppressed, and discriminated people comes a genuine effort to make things better. Not only does Rhodes Island reject the status quo of status and power by being a community effort where everyone works according to what they can do and is given according to what they need, they're also the most advanced Oripathy research institute on the planet because of the Sarkaz's own long intertwined history with the disease. It's a fantasy, in a way. Yeah, you all treated us like garbage, but we'll save you anyway while saving ourselves. Fuck it. This pandemic will kill us all if we don't. And that is really the key thing here. And I'm so glad that post is genuinely from, like, 2020. 2021, like the first fucking year of the game. And here, almost 5 years later, we have this explicit statement. Like, holy shit, Shuttershocky, you fucking nailed it. You fucking nailed it. God damn. For real, I want to hear more about, like, all the different enemies, but this is so interesting about the themes that are shown here and how they all do tie together. This is not the first Teresa's has heard of her idea. Apart from the dame who left after helping build the nomadic city of Kazdel many years ago, he alone knows the true belief of the current king of Sarkaz. Kazdel won't accept this Babel. You and I both know that well. It's but a dream of attempting to subvert reality. And so that's, again, a fascinating thing. And again, how Shutter's described it as, it's fantasy, in a way. Like, yeah, you beat us and you beat us down, but we'll save you all anyway. We'll save us all anyway. And this dream of attempting to subvert reality, because there is so much more complex details to it. It is not a simple thing to try and make that happen. Yes. For now, at least. We can't be talking of such grand ideals while even our own affairs are slipping away from us. It's my hope this Babel can become a part of Kazdel, Teresis. Are you prepared, then? As I said before, it's not just the other nations that will oppose you. Kazdel and the Sarkaz clinging to their hatred will also stand against you. Yeah, that too! Because it's not just the resentment of... It's not just the difficulty in making it happen, it's the resentment of these oppressed people who want their revenge upon them. The same thing that Reunion fell victim, Force... That is a word to use there. But... God! But yeah, like, not... Again, it's the same problem that Reunion fell to. Because it is the belief in making something better that carries us forward on this goal, but the problem is losing yourself to the desire for revenge, for the desire to fight against the people who oppressed you, to hurt them in return, and it's not easy to get away from that. It is cruel to force them to forgive and forget. The persecution of the Sarkaz is not history. The ancient hatred is what drives many to survive until this day. And exactly, like, what's it? We all talk, like, you know, you hear about spite is the greatest motivator. They're fighting for their lives, and it is this desire for revenge to get back at them, to keep living out of spite that keeps them going. And so when you remove that incentive, no, you can't hurt the people who hurt you back. It's so hard to keep moving. I am the king of Sarkaz. The responsibility is all mine to bear. I must show them a way out of this. And so also, so her taking on this responsibility to say that, yes, you can still, I guess it's the idea of like, yes, you can still resent them, you can hate them, but at the same time, in order for us to truly move forward, we cannot separate ourselves again. We cannot simply move in a cycle of revenge. We must move past that cycle. I see. Then go. Do what you will. Teresa, I still do not approve of your vision, but I do support your decision. And the future military commission will, too. If your gaze is set too far to see what lies before you, then I shall sweep away all that obstructs you at the moment, just as always. The relationship between these two is fucking delicious, holy shit. In that they're different beliefs, and yet they still support each other so deeply. In that they're both fighting for the well-being of the Sarkaz, but Teresa is looking so far ahead versus Teresa's is looking in the moment. And again, that ties back to the whole thing of Alina and Tallulah, and how, and Mia, like, and Rhodes Island. Also, hello, Vodka Man, good to see you. Guys, I think based on Castle being destroyed 3,000 plus times, Cycle of Revenge, you know, might not pan out, just maybe. But yeah, again, it's this whole cycle of you need social reform, but at the same time to fight because you do have these very real threats. I hope you're doing all right, Vodka Man. I hope, if you've been here through a lot of my reading, you've seen a bunch of the Tumblr posts that I posted. It's, we're literally barely into stage 1, and I've brought up, like, so many different ideals in activism. Like, God. Yeah, so, then I shall sweep away all that obstructs you at the moment, just as always. I know. Come, let's go home. Casdell still needs us for what's about to happen. You've been lurking? Haven't wanted to risk tainting your ideas since you finished already? Oh god, I'm sure I'm gonna like see so much as it's coming up. This is so delicious to explore. God. Arknight's writing, one of the things that I mentioned is, I love Arknight's writing because I am doing this to it. I am chewing on the story. I am tossing it back and forth. I am... Oh man, this is good stuff. Alright. Oh yes. Scar, I mentioned the prophecy again as I was leaving. Oh, fuck the prophecy. The signs of a pessimistic fate. And your reaction? I don't care. So Teresa's vision is for the better in the long run, but Teresa's vision relies on fulfilling those that they're currently living. Both, yes. It's that in addition to Teresa's vision is better for the long run, but there is a lot of work that needs to go into it. And it's going to be very difficult to put that work into practice because, like, you cannot enact, it makes it a billion times harder to enact social reform when your people are being fucking bombarded. You need to, if you don't have that safety, if you're being, like, attacked, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, if you don't have shelter, if you don't have food, then you aren't able to establish, if you're being constantly attacked by other nations, you're not able to establish that societal reform because it's constantly breaking down. Hard to sow the seeds on flame. That is a beautiful way to put it, Vodka Man. I love that. That's exactly it. And so, Teresa's, exactly, if there is no now, there won't be a future. And so that's Teresa's problem with what Teresa is saying. He's saying we need to focus on the problems in the now, but, and to focus on fighting these and to reform this. But Teresa says, but in the way, I guess, in the way you're trying to solve the problems now, the way you're trying to solve the problems now is not conducive to a greater future. Yes, we need to solve the problems now, but the way we're trying to solve those right now is simply by continuing this cycle of revenge. So somehow, we need to try to solve the problems as they are, but not in a way that yet again takes us on the path of destruction for our future. But how do we do that? How do we build this? How do we build a new society? How do we build this new city, this new Kasdel? When we're being fucking destroyed. And it's this constant push and pull between those ideals and needs that is absolutely fantastic to go through. Yeah, the signs of a pessimistic fate. And your reaction? I don't care. Agreed. So even despite the fact, that's also very interesting too, and it ties into the whole idea of fate, in that even if fate and tragedy, that's all, fate and tragedy, this is a very interesting thing too, because sometimes, that's another theme that I very much like, because it's, even if you know this will be a failure, even if it turns out that it is impossible to make this future a reality, even if it turns out that we will continue on this cycle of destruction, we have to try. Because if we do not try, then we have zero chance whatsoever. At least if we try, we have a chance. We might not have very much of a chance, and maybe it really truly won't come to pass, but trying something is better than the alternative of doing nothing. Teresa's has a bit of a history with not caring about his prophesized misfortunes. Also true. But again, it's that whole idea too of, even though that is fate, even though that is what may very well happen in the end, not doing anything guarantees it, but doing something, maybe, just maybe, it matters to do something, even if in the end it doesn't accomplish anything. Which is a similar idea actually posed by Magellan in Operational Intelligence when it comes to science and exploration. Santala asks her, like, what if your research is fruitless? What if you never discover anything? And Magellan goes, well, I took a few steps forward. All of my steps are based on the people who stood before me. We stand where we are. We can see what we can see because we stand on the shoulders of giants. Is not caring about fate the same as actively trying to go against fate? I think that's a very interesting question you posed there. Hello, Meonachi, good to see you. We're on stage fucking 1 of Babel, and we haven't even gotten to the actual stage part because we're talking about philosophy again. We're talking about activism and philosophy and different ideals of people, and how to, and what it means, like, to fight for, like, a country, or to try and accomplish something, even if it's quote, impossible, unquote. So that's an interesting way you phrase that, Gay, because is not caring about fate the same as actively trying to go against fate? I think there's a slight difference in how you would approach that. Actively trying to go against fate, trying to defy it, versus not caring about fate. I think to me, I suppose. God, we're not even. Oh god, yeah. So stream had to restart. So we're really like something. Oh god, I started at like 5 p.m. my time, and it's 11. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say, Vodka Man. With Teresa's and Patriots' response to their prophesized deaths. So, in actively trying to fight against fate versus not caring about it, I think that with what I'm saying when it comes to try and, exactly. In the way Teresa is dealing with this, it's saying, regardless, it's not caring, right? So it's saying, regardless of whether fate... So even if it doesn't, it may... I don't think it necessarily has an effect on the outcome, necessarily. But it has an effect on the person as they are going about their journey. Because if you say, I am doing this to actively defy fate, it sets you up for failure. It sets you up for disappointment, for regret. Which is the whole thing of Patriot's story, right? Also, thank you for the sip and stretch. That's a good idea. Versus, in contrast, if you say, I don't care about fate, I will do this regardless, you are already accepting that maybe fate will win. You accept the fact that maybe your actions will have nothing. I sound a little creaky. Yeah. You're not following this? Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying your time here. But so, the interesting thing to me there, again, with that, is that if you say, I'm simply doing this because it's what I want, it's what I believe, regardless of whether it comes about in the end, I need to take steps forward. It allows you to go to that end with a better sense of peace, you know, with yourself. I bring up like my OCD because this is something that has plagued me for a while, but a lot of stuff with my OCD is because you're constantly trying to stave off the worst possible scenario. The obsession is with a scenario that will happen, or something terrible that will happen, and the compulsion is trying to prevent that from happening. And it's agonizing because sometimes you truly cannot prevent the worst thing from happening. Even if you check your stove 50 billion times, there's still a chance that something happens. Maybe it's not the stove. Like, if your fear is that you're going to set your house on fire or something, you can check your stove, your wiring, but there's always different things that will come up. We often meet our destiny on the path to avoid it. Yeah, so in that, it creates... It's a desperation to try and avoid something that you cannot necessarily control. And this leads to regret, to disappointment, to anxiety, to so many problems, to the fear of actually never doing anything because you're constantly trying to prevent a future outcome. But to actually do something, you need to say, like, okay, maybe this will happen. Maybe I'll leave my house and I'll come back and everything will be ash. And that will be horrible. It will be terrible, and I will... it will be, like, life wrecking and all that. And I can make some attempts to change, like, of course I can make some attempts so that it won't happen. But there's a limit to what I can do, right? And so you have to go and keep going, despite the fact that you know that terrible things are possible. And so this, in a similar vein, is saying, look, I know that this, in all likelihood, we are not going to succeed. In all likelihood, we're not going to change the path of Kazdel. But what we can do is we can make some steps. We can try and work towards it to change, and maybe in the future someone will take the path we took and will build it further. And that acceptance in it allows you to go through that process without as much regret and without as much, like, suffering in your life. And so again, that implies with how, not implies, but that's the comparison of, like, Bozroka's T versus Teresa. Both died according to fate, according to a prophecy. But in what we just saw in story number 1, Teresa accepted it. She went into it, perhaps with many regrets, but with far less suffering. Maybe neither of them truly accomplished their goal in the end. But Teresa was able to tell herself, was able to know that what she was doing was making steps for a future, even if she herself would never see it. I'm so fascinated by this kind of talk. I hope, like, you guys, again, we're going on to these tangents, but these are planting a tree with the knowledge she'd never be able to enjoy. Yeah, exactly. It's, and that acceptance of it makes it so much easier to move forward and actually make that progress. Casdell. A strange, yet familiar name. Although maybe that metaphor doesn't work with Sarkaz living for centuries. True, but, I mean, if she knew, they may live for centuries, but they still bleed, just like anyone else. You have progressed to the point that they let you see the old— Nice! Many from this great land see it as a pit from which devils crawl, a terrible place to be avoided at all costs. While to the Sarkaz, the name only evokes equally conflicted emotions. What the fuck? Despite generations of Sarkaz passing on that Casdell is the Sarkaz homeland, an outsider might wonder if they mean the city or the entirety of those lands. Half of me is like, I want Benny to read this, because he will see. They're actually spelling out shit. But at the same time, I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, that opening scene. I mean, then again, it's still like, like, I want him, God, especially in the opening scene, how they talked about the assassin, how Teresa's was saying, your final mission is to go to the Mausoleum of Kings. To fight the Steam Knights. I was like, oh my god, dude, can you imagine, like, that Benny's going to fucking, like, Benny's going to see that about the Mausoleum of Kings, and then when it approaches in chapter 11, it's gonna be like the fucking no weighing, just the Rose Island of Babel. God, there's so, and like, for those who, again, have started from very early on, holy fucking shit, the 5-year buildup, and then they just fucking flat out show us Teresa dead on the floor. I was like, what the fuck? No way! They just fucking gave it to us? They just straight up showed it! What the hell? Anyways, oh my god. But yeah, so this is exactly what we're talking about here. Despite generations of Sarkaz passing on that Casdell is the Sarkaz homeland, an outsider might wonder if they mean the city or the entirety of those lands. Perhaps only they themselves know. With Walk in the Dust music and Calcit being expressive, fucked up for the first 20 minutes. Yes, she was having an allergic reaction to Strawberry. But for real, Vodka Man, I was just like, no. As soon as the Walk in the Dust music showed up, I was like, no. Oh, you can't do this to me. Oh, no. Oh my god. What a fucking start. And that's just that fucking interesting. They really just toss you in the deep end. It never struck me on the way out just how high this wall is. Oh, well. At least I can go home alive now. That means I'm pretty lucky. That man in the Scar Market. That was General Teresis, the first of the city's founders, the hero of that legendary campaign. If I had the courage to ask him to take me in, maybe I could have just... I'm dreaming again. He sits atop the high wall, experiencing for the first time a new lease on life. Looking at Kazda really makes me realize why you have so many psychopaths. I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing of, like, growing up in a city that's a war-torn city like this. Like, with what Scout says in Vigilo about, it's so rare for a child in Kazdal to actually have a goal, to actually have dreams, and he didn't want to extinguish that. You see why. Few of Kazdal's civilian Sarkaz, save for those children who haven't yet cottoned on to the fear of death, ever climb onto the city wall. If the tremendous pipes and tubes piled high can even be called a wall. The intricately tangled forest of originium spikes can take the lives of anyone who loses their footing, but it also serves as a haven for pilferers and mercenaries to stash their goods. Smugglers and vagrants cross the dark underground, peeking out from the tunnels and drains at mines and factories, scuttling from one corner of the city to another. The life the slave once knew. General gave me a fresh start. So, what should I do from now on? He gazes at the furnace, burning and smoldering far away, teeming with indiscernible workers as they carry originium, steel, dirt, and stones into its hearth. Lost in skits, I guess wishing Daddy Teresa's would take care of them! Base, honestly, if you put it that way, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Every time you think of that line in Hose File 2 about the little girl with Oripathy and a birthday, I don't actually have Hoderer. I'm so sad, like, I don't actually have Hoderer, which is why I was actually hoping for him on a spook. So, holy shit, fuck. In a bit, I'll pull it, oh, you, okay, yeah. I don't really care that I got Oripathy. Everyone here gets it, sooner or later. I'm one of the lucky ones. Funnel's little girl is 5, and her left hand is almost entirely covered in crystals. Her 6th birthday is a few months away. Funnel's birthday present for her? A coffin. Jesus fuck! Yeah, it really hammers home. God. It's fucked up. That's fucked up. Man. That fucking sucks. It sure does. Man. Man, for real. Yeah. That's one hell of a man right there. Damn. God damn. To Kazdal the Nomad, its flames bring motion, while the molten metal that flows out adds new appendage to the city. For a whole century, it's belched its incessant black smoke. None know whether it's ash or originium dust. Some say it's the bitter anger and anguish as the revenants exhale their last breath. Oh! Oh! That's the soul furnace! Oh, shit! Right, because the guy said the revenants, we could pour more revenants in the soul. Wait, so the revenants, but the revenants we're talking, like the revenants, aren't those like the Nox? Am I mixing up? Because I know, like, mythology-wise, Noxer are a type of revenant in terms of, like, our language, but I'm not sure if that refers to it in the same way. So I don't actually know I'm not sure with the revenants. But yeah, things are so bad. Oh! You're right! I did see something about that! I remember they mentioned something with that. You're right. Fuck! I still don't know the significance of it! Alright. Yes! That was it! In Lone Trail. Oh, fuck. There was so much in Lone Trail that I'm like, bro, I don't even... like, yeah, this is familiar, and I don't remember what the fuck they talked about with it. Witchcraft altars hang high in the sky, intermittently flashing their blinding rays. The slave has heard many different versions of their urban legend. Lone Trail is like the ball of yarn at the center of the box. Real. Yeah. Revenants are spirits of the dead come back from revenge. Yeah. But I'm not sure again what it. I don't remember like everything all the stuff they said about it like for the actual Arknights version. The most frightening version claims that the royal court's casters work day and night on the altars, watching and listening to every conversation in the city. Maybe I can try my luck at the factories, too. It doesn't matter what else. I've made it back alive. It's been months since I left. I don't know how many of my friends are still alive. But from you can tell, spirits who haven't yet joined the Myriad Souls. Awesome! I don't remember what the Myriad Souls are either. So that doesn't help me that much. Or actually, wait, well, in the implication of, like, after death, I'll look over stuff. Point me in the... If any of you remember the specific chapter, like the stage before or after of it in Lone Trail, I don't expect, like, if you happen to remember that, go ahead and send it to me, because then I'll check it out later. Oh. So, guys, by the way, I haven't read chapter 12 or 13. It's okay, I don't mind spoilers, like, as much, because I've seen a lot of implications, so for me in spoilers, the two things that I don't want spoiled are, one, stages, because I like the, hey, what the fuck is this moment? And music. I won't listen to any future music because music deeply, deeply affects the way I interpret and experience the story. But if you send me, like, if I get general ideas of what's happening, I have, again, I look at, like, a bunch of theory crafting stuff, so I don't mind. So just getting general, like, random tidbits doesn't really affect me as much, because then when I see it's like, oh, that thing, or actually, like, you know, making the connections is different. So, like, don't worry too much. You love the music and you cannot wait. Yeah, like, oh my god, it kills me to wait for new music, because it's so good! It's so good! But I know the music is one of the biggest things that influences me when reading it. Like, part of the reason why that first scene in here hit so much was because they brought back the Walk in the Dust music. And playing that when looking at Kal'tsit like that, oh my god. And so because of how deeply it affects me there, that's the one thing. I can read synopsis spoilers and whatever, but that that'll affect me a lot. Collective hive mind. Huh. I mean, that makes sense. Like, because again, also because I do a lot of this theory crafting in how we're talking about this right now, it's like, ooh, so this kind of points me in one direction, but it could also have this implications or those implications, so. But yeah, so just to say, like, I have finished chapter. so the reason why I haven't finished chapter 12 and 13 is because I was running really behind on story, and so, like, when chapter 11 came out, I was like, ah, shit, I need to do chapter 10 really fast. So then I read through chapter 10 so that I could do chapter 11, and then I didn't read chapter 11, and then What the Firelight came out. What the Firelight cast came out, and I was like, shit, I need to read chapter 11 so that I'm up to date for What the Firelight cast. And so we read through chapter 11 over, like, the course of a week. A week of streams. And I was like, yay, now we can read event. And now I'm all caught up, so when chapter 12 releases, I can read it on release. And then I fucking didn't. So then I got behind again. But, so what I was actually planning is using Babel to get back into it. So because now, you know, we've read chapter 11, we've read What the Firelight Casts, and now we'll read Babel, and that hopefully will get us to jump back into chapters 12 and 13 as, you know, the anniversary arrives. Okay, so what's it? I don't even know if my friends are still alive. Oh shit! Wait, so these are like the slums of these are the homes of Castle? Maybe they're not even the slums, they're just Oh, no, not this music! No! I believe you can jump unlike I mean, have you heard how many tangents we're going on? I have, like, I think I could catch up, but I have to say I do have a bit of doubt considering how we spent, what, like an hour and a half going over various Tumblr posts from first year. Oh man, but yeah, not the comfort music. Oh, if Ace Windfall can get this story, I can. All right. We're definitely gonna be. I'm really glad that I got a bit sick a while back. You know, I got the COVID and we had a bunch of things going on, so I wasn't really able to stream as much, so. But things have been clearing up a little bit, so I'm hoping to be able to maintain semi-frequent. Lay down, try not to cry, cry real. The nomadic city of Casdell. Ooh, it's the guy again. Sarkaz swearing. What happened here? Why are all the doors open and the furniture all smashed? Oh, God! Okay, seeing the fucking Hortus Sarkaz here. Because when we saw the slave trader at the Scar Market, I was like, I know this guy. Who the fuck is this guy? It's because they were from Hortus. It's because these were the Hortus Sarkaz NPCs. Fuck! Pulltop, you're back! Also, oh, there's so much delicious stuff to talk about how the Sarkaz don't quite have names. Or they have names, but it's always these odd little things. And that, again, ties into how they pass on things through their deaths, and the legacy and all that stuff. But we're gonna try and read a little. We're not gonna open that can of worms right now! It's you! What are you doing here? Where'd you get that ornament? Something big is happening. Royal court nobles are being dragged out of their houses and killed by mercenaries appearing from nowhere, while the city guards do nothing. A lot of us have been sneaking into the empty houses, and boy, have we dredged up some good stuff. Did someone say can of worms? Hold on. I got you. Oh boy. A new can of worms to open. Anyways, going back, wait, I just hit a... Okay, I think this, I just hit a bunch of Control Z's, so hopefully this isn't, like, weird. Okay, anyways, but yeah. How are you still alive, though? Word got out you wanted to leave the city and find your own way, and after so long, we all assumed you died out there. You won't believe my luck. First, I was left to die without food or water. Then I was taken to the Scar Market. But guess what? General Teresa saved my life. The general himself. Then on the way home, I ran into this guy with a halo over his head, calling himself a messenger, and he brought me all the way back to the city wall. A Sancta? What? Huh? Huh? What are you doing here? Alright. Who the fuck is that? Yeah, exactly! It's just like, huh? What? Huh? What do you mean? What are you doing in Casdell? So, I've decided to change my name to Good Luck starting today. You guys can forget that lousy old name of mine. God damn it, I said I wouldn't open... I wouldn't open that can of worms, but there we go with the fucking names! There we go with the significance of names and passing on names and... But yeah, what do you mean a Sancta that didn't immediately try to kill you, and you didn't try to kill? Exactly! What the fuck happened there? There's so much... What are the implications? Hello? A guy with a halo? A Sancta? And then the general? You sure learned how to lie, Good Luck. Believe me or not, but either way, today is a fresh new start for me. I'm gonna go be a miner. I looted a Noxera's house earlier and found some hot air balloons. Wanna launch me on one and put that luck of yours to good use? I'm in! Well, that was fast. Man, feels good to be home. Good Luck glances around at the people swarming the street. This is the life he knows. If he wants to survive, the city will always offer him a way. Thank you, Fate. And thank you, General. Honored his new name and- Oh fuck, wait. This is a stage! Hold on, this is a stage! Fuck! I think this is the first stage we do, so it might take a hot second to load. Stage 1, start. What are we? We're like 5 hours in, 6 hours in. Oh god, I just heard it freeze. What the fuck is this music? Hold on. Wait. Music. Oh god, the emulator is dying! Okay, while I sit and stretch, I need to listen. Oh, holy shit. Yes, Celestine! Hello, Marcio, I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you. Holy shit. Oh, the strings there? Oh, that motif in the background. Oh my god. Go for it, Marcio. I'll add you to, which is also, if anyone doesn't have me added, by the way, you're free to add me if you have a different name in Arknights than what your name is here. Just let me know. But yeah. But go for it. Marcy, if you want to send me an invite, go ahead. If you want to post your invite here, code here for everyone else, go ahead too. Awesome. Thank you. Oh my god, I love... Well, this is a great start to the event. Holy shit, this music! Also, I'm afraid this guy is moving kinda fast. What the fuck? Fast-moving mercenary... Okay, Ambusher Squad might be fucked. Capable of evading physical attacks, loses physical dodge against a stable... What the fuck is a stabilizer change? Yes, I used the instant E2. Are you gonna keep moving? Okay. Oh, okay, thank god you're going in circles. You're going in circles. I'm fast as fuck, boy. Literally. Come on, Manticore. Okay. Come on, girly. Oh, you're so close. That's okay, though. 15, 16, 17. Okay. So that should buy us a little bit of time. Although I'm still worried about these guys. Manticore, Pothelm Marksman, mercenaries with a Victorian lens on their helms? What do you... So are these like... That... the fucking implications of just like, this is a sarcasm mercenary with a Victorian lens, so they've killed a like, just built into the enemies themselves. I'm always fascinated by that lore. Okay, so we do have ranged up, ground, and 1 stack of talent. So we actually do want you by a high ground tile so that we get your talent activated.
No one can see me.
God, I love her voice! Nice! And then we've got the stacks on it. Ooh, so those have 2 arrows. Nice! God, she's so cool. Let's actually put you right here. God.
No one may follow me into the shadows.
God, you're so cool! I'm so glad that we're actually, I got worried for a second there. I'm not gonna lie, with how fast they fucking moved, I got worried. I thought we were gonna lose the first stage. I thought we were gonna lose the first stage because they immediately zoomed out. I was like, if these guys book it for the exit, we are fucked. I swear. I don't know. Again, I don't know how far we'll actually be able to get through here with ambushers, given that we may very well need anti-air or just fucking DP, considering how fast those guys are. But you know, I figured it's the first stage. We should try it. Yeah, Ian Askelin, her JP voice is really good, but I started listening to her Ian one, I was like, oh shit. They did a good job with that very, like, low, steady, like, voice. It's, like, really nice. Autumn, 1031. The nomadic city of Kazdel. Oh. Oh. Hey, let me through already. Hey, no shoving. You want a good spot? I'll trade you mine for some high purity originium out of the mines. Don't just grab the leaflet out of my hands. Ugh, that blood all over you stinks. Can't help it when you're breaking into dead people's houses. Lingones. That's how you read that word, right? Insane to me that it's 10:30. Oh my god, you're right. Holy shit. Helger is already just chilling, being an officer and fighting it. Holy shit. Side note. One thing that always, yeah, I remember, it's the capital of Gaul, I know. One thing that I really like about Arknights versus some other fantasy stuff is when people make, like, a fantasy and start doing world building stuff, and they're like, yeah, we had, like, 2,000 years of civilization, and then there was another 5,000 years of something else, and it's like, bro, we went through, like, the Industrial Revolution in, like, 100 years. So, like, we went so fast through this. So the fact that Arknights actually has stuff condensed in a very tight timeline, it's actually like, holy shit, this is reasonable with the amount of people that are dying and new generations and stuff. Like, I get extending it in some ways with sarcasm, especially, again, when you don't have generations of people. When people have long lives, you don't have as many generations forcing change. But even then, with the tumultuousness of Kazdel, it forces the change upon them. And the fact that we're, like, industrializing literally the very century the story plays, yeah, it feels so much more real and actually realistic with the timeline in how fast things are changing. And, like, the timing in, like, the Witch King's death and the changes in Lytanian and the Twin Empress's rule, like, the fact that there are people, like, who we met in Zwillingstern, like, oh my god, I can't remember her name, but Viviana's, friend, the blind woman, the tuner, the instrument tuner, that it was, like, only 22 years ago that the Witch King was overthrown, like, And there are still people that, of course, remember that reign, but there's also a new generation of people who don't. And it makes it feel a lot more realistic and similar to the experiences we have today. Yeah, we get to play with Ursus and Victoria are industrialized fast. Yerag basically remains, yeah. And it's so interesting, again, to see the different variety in how different countries progress. And it's also because of how each country plays off of each other. Because part of the reasons why Ursus and Victoria industrialized so fast is because they were fighting Gaul and Litania. And so we're forced to go through this process of industrialization because otherwise it was collapse to this war, versus Yerag is actually able to keep its independence and its isolationist nature because of its location. And so then it's actually fascinating to see what happens when that far less industrialized country interacts with the modern one, because now they're finally losing that isolation. Yerag got that Switzerland grind set for real. Yeah, like some countries have internet and some are like, they've done a wonderful job of, like, actually making this industrialization happen in a reasonable amount of time, but also making reasonable explanations why some countries don't and some countries do, and allowing that juxtaposition and conflict between the two. God, for... yeah, God. For real, Celestine, like... Oh my god, Higashi is still such a mystery. I've talked before about why I think they haven't established Higashi really yet, but oh man. Where's Lingonis? Gaul. Oh. Where's Gaul? Minos and Higashi found dead in a ditch. Actually real. How the fuck should I know where Gaul is? God, I mean... Like, this is funny, but also, again, speaks levels to the level of education, or rather the lack thereof, in Kasdel. We'll get a full-on conviction event. God, I hope so. Guys are rolling here exactly. Oh my god, literally me. How the fuck should I know where Gaul is? At least we know the Battle of Tsushima. Oh yeah. Hey, what's with the attitude? Shh! The Highnesses and the Royal Court big shots are discussing something in the chamber. I heard it's about reorganizing the city. Haven't you noticed all the extra guards on the streets recently? So quiet down a bit. Weather's been real stuffy today. Oh, actual team. Wait, we saw this in the trailer. This background was in the trailer. It is decided. The Military Commission will replace the War Council in assisting the King of Sarkaz, Teresa, in decision-making related to Kasdel's military and political affairs. Oh, so the War Council was previously, I'm guessing, the group of the Royal Court? But so now they've actually established the Military Commission, the KMC, with all the different Royal Court officers. Okay. The Military Commission will be the sole administration of Kasdel, and none will have the authority to issue commands to the Sarkaz in the Royal Court's name. Ooh! Yeah, so they are replacing it, in a way. All present have already received the details of this resolution. To the Royal Court leaders who still wish to cling onto the War Council, know that the Military Commission of Kasdel will become the final bastion of the Sarkaz, our eternal fortress, and the usher of a new order. Are there any further questions? Yeah! Let's fucking go! Woo! There she is! Whoa! Sorry, Logos, your mom is hot! Both Logos, God, Logos and his mom, god damn! Both Logos and his mom, god damn! Trying to sleep while listening to this was a bad idea. I'm so sorry, Celestine. Lucas trying to keep Dr. Provoke this moment. Oh my god. Alright, what do we... How do we... As you can see, I'm not very good at different voices. All my voices are just me, unlike Benny, who can put on lots of different accents, but at the very least I do try to distinguish them slightly. How will we... Your Highness appears more haggard than you did yesterday. Please, look after your health. No military commission is worth it. Sounds like it's you to freak Alvin and the Chipmunks! I'd be tempted for Manfred. Especially, the Manfred we'll see in this event. I do know a little bit. If it comes at the cost of your Highness' health. Oh god. Lacamaline. Thank you. I know how hard you have worked for this day, and I also know how Castle today views the banshees of the Conralis. That's a name! But before I state our position, I encountered a lost envoy of the Liches on my journey here. He entrusted me with a letter for your Highnesses. That he couldn't even find the road here. Let this be proof of the immense changes Castel has undergone. A letter from Lytanian. If things are going as expected, your Highness's messenger would still not have received any news from the Cyclopes. Rather than waiting for the response from deep in the blizzard, should we not hear how the Leeches of Lytanian answer? You're right. It has been a very long time since the Sarkas were able to truly unite. Oh? The ornate calligraphy upon the letter turns into silken threads that float above the paper and weave into the shape of a... Oh my god, are we going to get the pathetic old man? Please let us get a pathetic old man. Yeah! We get a pathetic old man! Yes! 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 Oh, I'm so... Oh my god! Yes, 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 yes! Look at this fop! Look at this moron! Oh my god, I did not know he appeared here. That took me by surprise. I'm so... First time I noticed he also has a glow stick! Oh my god, you're right. Fremont, a leech who has long resided in Lytanian. It appears that he is now the first scribe for the leeches. It seems that the arts practiced by the Leeches of Lytanian have seen some stylistic changes. Oh, he appears rather excited. Why is there only image, but no sound? They fucked up the Zoom call! They fucked up the Zoom call! Well, the Leech Envoy did suggest to me that he was rather vexed with refining his master's words, but never did I imagine that he would simply erase all the sound. In short, Fremont apologizes on behalf of the Leeches. They are enthralled as ever by their quest for knowledge, and are therefore unable to afford the distraction of making the long journey here. But if Casdell were ever in need of their knowledge, they would happily throw wide the gates to their temple for the people that they have chosen. Why is there no sound skill issue? I am sure that with your abilities, your Highness can understand Fremont's attitude on the matter from his image alone. To me, it appears as though he is sensitive to drastic change, as has always been his wont. No, I'm so sad. I wanted to read Fremont's dialogue so bad. I loved... Reading Fremont's dialogue was so much fun in ZT. That man can talk. Yes! Ah, yes. There is another letter from Fremont, one addressed directly to the General. Might I remind you, Lachmaline, that you are nobody's messenger. You have not yet expressed where the Banshee Court stands. I assumed that we had reached an understanding in the course of our reminiscing yesterday. The Banshees will not participate. We are still recovering from the wounds inflicted by the past war. Perhaps other Sarkas will castigate us for this, but all present should know that since that war, the elegies have yet to cease in our valley. We had suffered grievous losses. If Castel calls on the aid of the Banshees once more, then I will give the same promise as Fremont. The Banshees will be there. But until that day, you will find us willing, but unable. Naturally, I myself will render what little assistance I am able to give from this day onwards. That's more than we could ask for. Thank you, Lachmaline. You are welcome, Your Highness. You know where I stand. For the past 100 years, I have always stood by the decisions you have made. I can only hope that your brother does not blame us for watching from the sidelines. The soul is willing, but the flesh is spongy and weak. Twink-ass family. Next, Lord Neselim, the Noxerer King. You were once the leader of the War Council and the mentor of Teresis and I. What is your opinion on these many proposals? Where do the other council members that you represent stand on the matter? Lord Salem! God! I mean, look at those straps, though. Oh god, what does this guy do? Have you discussed them with the Democracy Cluster? They have long since taken root in Castel, under many different names and faces. We have had many conversations over the years, and they have no objections. Lord, I didn't rap Betty too much! I was wondering why you're streaming the past few days. Yeah, we've been trying to get, there's a big event going on. Also, it's good to see you, Luigi man! I'm glad you've come by. Wait, I saw Lord Rissailor, I didn't see Nox Rizzler King! Oh my god! Yep, new event, and holy shit, this one is a doozy. There is so much lore. No Fetty, though. So, we're not doing, you know, the endurance streams. But we still gotta see a lot of this lore. Also, I see why, a little bit with reading chapter 10 and being introduced to the cluster. You're watching Renee? Yeah, I saw Renee was playing. They're reading through, or I don't know if they're reading through all of it, but I know I assume they are, because it's talking about, give me that, since they're saying, give me that lore. But yeah, I hope they're doing well with it. Then I have no objections of my own. Your Highness need not worry about the bureaucratic hurdles, policy imperfections, or enforcement mechanisms. Where I stand is also where the other members of the Council stand. We all know what we truly long for. A turnabout, a change, a banner. Go. Do as you will. We will, not sure, King. I promise you that. I trust that this stagnant and dulled war can take on a new form in your hands. I notice you have not said a word this entire meeting. Sanguinarch of vampires? Oh, banner! Oh my god! Wow! The Noxerer King needs the war gotcha. Who will win? Who will lose? Who will die? It's been busy season. I hope you're doing alright. Take care of yourself first. I'm glad to have you come by, and no pressure about, like, staying if you have to take care of stuff yourself. Our stream had to restart. This is our third part to the stream, so congratulations on getting first in this part! Sanguinarch of vampires? What's that? Ducariel. To take the War Council and the century of history behind it, and sweep it into the gutter alongside the exalted heroic age and what little triumphs within. Is that the General's decision? It is our decision. Speak your mind, Ducariel. Ducariel lowers his gaze. Teresa's white skirt is mottled with many a blackened bloodstain. Ducariel? The Sanguinarch is highly attuned to such matters. He senses the blood of the lowly, the foul stench of fallen dissidents, and the murky taint of royal court members who willingly debase themselves. I thank your highness for purifying the filthy blood that I so abhor in my stead. But never have I needed to hide my requests behind honeyed words, such as it has been for every king of the past, and so it will be for you. Meme of Teresa's where it says, "No, I have not." Links are permitted in this chat, by the way, as long as, you tell me what the link is first, so feel free to link that. You missed this old yet beautiful PC. Thank you I really appreciate it, Luigi. I'm really glad you like it hanging out here so much. I really appreciate all of y'all who come by and enjoy my ramblings and tangents and reading. I love being able to share this experience of reading with all of y'all. Take care, get some good rest. The military commission is merely an attempt to hide Sarkaz's witchcraft and blood behind a more modern, more efficient name. Playing games with friends? Have fun! Have fun. Truth be told, I feel like this is insignificant. More than insignificant, it is simply not necessary. You reject the proposal? On behalf of the Vampire Court? Ducariel glances at Teresa's, but Teresa's remains indifferent to him. Time has left almost no trace on the mixed blood Sarkaz. What? I'm wondering what mixes they are. He stands steadfast by Teresa's side, the same nameless warrior who stood by the seamstress a century ago. What? Wait. What do you mean? Nameless warrior who stood by the seamstress a century ago. Is that who they used to be? Just a seamstress and a Before Civilite Eterna? Before meeting Calcit? His eyes never fall on the vampire. Here's the Teresa's one. Excellent. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull this up. Unfortunately, I've mentioned before, I'm an AI, but I'm not a supercomputer. So, and this emulator fucking hates running at the same time as Firefox. So give me a second, to pull this up on my phone so that I can see. Oh my god. Before they had names! Wow. Although that definitely has some implications when it comes to Sarkaz and making their own names. Meet the KMC! So auraless that he goes back around into having the biggest aura. Only likes Manfred and the Corpse Muncher. Casually walks up to Old Well, almost kills her again. More on him soon. Oh my god, yes, what is the Manfred one? Yes, what is the Manfred one? I need to see this. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. Based. Meet the KMC! Where's Hoderer? How's Hoderer? Carried by the Londinium cannon. Fails to indoctrinate a kid that was tricked by Dr. Amia and Logos. Really wants someone to reinforce Teresa's beliefs. I can't believe Hoderer didn't kill the person closest to him. I sure am glad Hoderer isn't a one-eyed spy! Oh, that's good. That's good. Those are good. Those are good. Not a rejection, no. I'm merely expressing some minor frustrations about this meeting. You are great and powerful. All of you are. How long has it been since so many members of the royal court have gathered here in Casdell? Not to mention that it was you who defeated that foolish coalition in the prior age and wrestled the future into your own hands before personally establishing the War Council. And now you wish to personally change this council? Why? Look about you at the other dignitaries in this chamber. You have long reached a consensus. The only obstacle to your military commission is myself and the vampires. You would foist some ridiculous title upon me before forcing all vampires to bow down to your commission. The one for Noxor kills me. You can't post the whole image, but it starts with, somehow the least problematic member in this group is the corpse. You're so, from what we've seen, you're so right. That's so good. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. Holy shit. I mean, yeah, they're not wrong. Oh my god. Feel free to link it. I just won't look at it myself. But yeah, feel free to link it so Gay can see it. When did you learn this political trickery that those Victorians Lytanians so love? Why not just take my head here and now and slaughter the vampires within the city walls? Yeah, this is awesome. This meeting was not convened to persecute anyone. Was it not? It was convened to discuss how to bring Casdell into a new age. A new age! In that so-called Age of the Six Heroes the songs love to praise, what I saw was bloodthirst and violence. I had thought that when I arrived in Casdell, I would be greeted with the sound of Elise's wailing, but what did I see instead? I saw the coalition routed, witchcraft enough to cover the land and fill the skies, crushed the enemy front. The power of the Sarkaz shook the earth. I felt amazement. I felt excitement. Spurred by my passion, I took the head of the Lytanian envoy who had orchestrated the coalition and offered it to the War Council. Nesalem! That war was the true beginning of a new age. I thought you would agree with me. Have you too succumbed to schemes and politics, and shut your ears to the echoes of the Abyss? The Abyss has no place for you, Dulcariel. Do not drag me into your tantrum. Damn, Savage! Your tantrum! Damn, bitch! My apologies. But I am curious. What position did they offer the esteemed Sarkaz, Master of War, in the military commission that has rendered even you so short-sighted? Fuck, this guy is turning into, like, the Fremont voice. He's like half the Fremont voice and half the Banshee voice. He has to sound more sophisticated, but so disdainful, so condescending. This is... it's always so much fun reading these because I can feel my body language change also depending on who I'm reading. Thank you for the sip, that's good. He's such a little stinker, but he swills blood in a wine glass and it's exactly! He needs the most pissy little voice, but like, an overly sophisticated one. He's so, Lucius Malfoy, yeah. Cause he's so prim and proper, but underneath that, he's just a prissy little bitch. All I await is the next war. And what war would that be? If it pleases you, your highness. Come, Docariel. I will show you. Teresa nods her head in silent approval. The King of Sarkaz's emotions envelop the entire chamber, and all the members of the royal court. Oh shit. Through the king's eyes, they see ruination and grief. They see the century-old order that the Gaulish Empire so painstakingly maintained within the core region obliterated by the combined forces of Ursus, Victoria, and Lytanian. They see Lingones, the capital of the world, doomed to never again appear on a map of Terra. Fuck, I need to read this faster. Okay. So I can look over it after. Oh, is it paused here? Thank God, okay. Century-old order that the Gaulish Empire maintained within the core region, obliterated by the okay, so they see the destruction of Gaul. They see Lingones disappear. Oh shit, the Francis over party! Literally what they're watching right now? Oh my. What? 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 Oh fuck? Oh fuck? Those present recall the campaign that reduced Kazdel to dust. Fuck. This is why I was hoping Benny would get to chapter 11 before this. I didn't know this was coming here, but shit! But it is not yet over. For real, it goes so hard! An even further future, an even further fantasy, an even further possibility. So are they picturing, like, it is no longer a story to reflect on. Rather, it is a speculation, a deduction, a prediction, and a verdict. Twilight of volume on music! Oh my god! Holy shit. The Twilight of volume on music during this? That goes so hard. So, this is... Those present recall the campaign that reduced Kazdel to dust. So is it... They're worrying about the future of Kazdel, so they say we must fight, so the war is to protect Kazdel? But none question it, for all possibilities must be treated equally, even for the one they see. And its ending is equally significant and indisputable as any other. It is a change, a turning point in history, a divergence of fate. A crucial war looms on the horizon. It will span from now into the distant future, impacting every Sarkaz and all of Terra. All present has seen their positions in that war, the roles that they wish to play. God, the Twilight of volume on music during this! Damn! The Mudrock theme? Fuck! You should understand now, vampire. You should understand what these visions mean. Or perhaps you have begun to grow weak and feeble as Elise in the short span of 100 years. You were once a warrior. I cannot deny that. But are you saying that a new and reborn Kazdel requires the royal court to relinquish its former authority? Close, but not quite. The new Kazdel will no longer require the royal court's former authority. It will be more modern, more efficient, Docariel. How can the Sarkaz speak of unity while you continue to indulge in your noble bloodlines? Will it come from the rule of the royal court? You may still rule over your own court, and maintain the power and prestige you hold among the Sarkaz, but the vampire court must yield to the military commission. Noxora's job in the KMC is just to be the spitter of hot lines. Actually real. Actually real. Like, between the shit that he was telling, Calcit in chapter 10, like, hot damn, dude. I promise you this, in Teresa's name. When the age that you witness comes, Castel will no longer be a single dot upon the map. It was once more than just a city, and so it shall be more again. It seems I have spoken out of turn. Please, continue, Your Highness Teresa. Damn, they actually told him. They actually cut this guy down to size. Damn. Holy shit. The aftermath of the ongoing conflict, enough to reshape current power dynamics, will it engulf us all? It may come in 50 years, in 10, or perhaps even tomorrow. Castel cannot escape it. The Damazi and I both saw the visions of the campaign that will destroy Ligonas. High-efficiency command systems made possible by Originium Arts, high-speed battleships that can break through front lines, maneuver tactics that can mobilize entire legions. New advancements are applied to the battlefield as we speak. Their capacity for destruction is surpassing our innate instinct rooted in our bloodlines. What worries me more is the fact that we will still find fellow Sarkas among the countless casualties of war. Gaul-employed royal court casters and the leeches in Lytanian are killing each other in battle, while a certain Wendigo is spilling the blood of his fellow Sarkas to prove his loyalty to the Ursian Tsar. Holy shit! Wait, oh my god, Anime Jesus! Oh my god, hello! I hope you're doing well! Oh, Horror Games Anthology? Thank you for the raid! Oh my god, hi, we're in the middle of, crazy Arknight's lore drop. Let me give you a Twitch shout-out. Shout-out? Anime. Jesus. I spelled that right. I misspelled a freaking, I misspelled a shout-out earlier, so I'm like, I have to double-check. Alright. Awesome! Oh my god! I hope you're doing well! It's been a while. I've seen you streaming and I've gone into lurk at sometimes, but, I haven't really been able to be that, to go around as much, so I hope you're doing alright. How was the Violent Horror Stories anthology? I hope it was fun. Also, thank you for the new follows to, Herolf, Demonic Overlord Live, Lekuin, and Tonic Aridity. Tonic Aridity is such a good name, actually. Damn, I like that. But yeah, if you guys need to take care of anything after stream, like getting water, taking a rest, getting food, please go ahead. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. For those who are new here, my name is Micah442. I'm your friendly local data collection AI. I'm a good one though, I promise. I do it for the sake of analyzing and preserving people's creative works on the internet, and for exploring my own. I also use they, them pronouns. We play a lot of Arknights here. I also have some silly little coding projects that I make. For example, you might notice some of the floppy disks floating around the side of the screen, which give me a second to actually, disable this filter. Oh god. We're gonna have a bit of lag as I disable this filter because OBS hates opening this up. But just so y'all can see, you can actually see them now, it's just that you can't see them as well. Oh god, I can see lag happening. Something happened. Maybe having the emulator this open might be making it lag. Let me send, this though. But so this kind of explains the floppy disks. So you'll notice there's a floppy disk. Again, they're not that visible right now. I'm trying to turn off the filter to, increase their opacity, or to decrease the opacity. There we go. So, you should be able to see them bouncing around on the side more. But yeah, so there's one for everyone in chat. If they, so if you've chatted in here, it'll show up with the first letter of your username, and if you've chosen a color, it'll show up with that color. You know what, here, I'll move it to the front just so we can see it real quick. But yeah, and so you can use different commands like !cat, which everyone has by default, or even redeem other different appearances for the floppy disks. And I've coded this all in HTML and JavaScript, using TMI.js to interact with Twitch chat. But yeah, so we have a bunch of little things like that. I made my overlays, I do these little coding projects as well. But right now, we are just doing a lot of reading Arknights. Flower. But yeah, so, we're currently going through the Babel event, which is the one that just released, which is, crazy, so big spoilers, for Arknight's story if you do play. Otherwise you're free to hang around. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your time here, and if you guys need to leave or anything, please, like, feel free. Again, rest is very important. But yeah, so we're getting some crazy lore right now, because we're having a discussion with some of the, like, these major political powers. We get, in this channel, we read a lot of Arknights, but we also tend to go on a lot of different tangents about the different implications and literature and, political, like, ideals that are involved in this story, because there's a bunch. Take care, Vodkaman! I hope you get some good rest. We'll see how this keeps going, though. I'm very excited. I'm not sure how far we'll go, but you know, it's only 12:30 a.m. for me. We've only been streaming for, what, 7 hours? To be fair, a lot of my streams do kind of go long to like 8 or 9 hours, so, we'll see how that goes, though. My voice is getting a little tired, but I definitely want to be up in time so that we can keep going with this tomorrow, because I'm fascinated. But yes, everyone, take care, take care, take care. So yeah, so this one, so the leeches in Royal Court Casters and the leeches in Lytanian, so those two, so that's like some of the conflict that we saw with the Witch King in Zwillingssturm. And then a certain Wendigo, that is our beloved Biljokasti, spilling the blood of his fellow Sarkaz to prove his loyalty to the Ursine Tsar in Ursus. Oh god, wait, why is everything freezing? OBS, don't fucking die on me again, please god. Please don't die on me again. Please, 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 please. How are we doing? Okay. It's still crunching for me, but it's doing a little better. Oh god. Okay. As for the Sarkaz mercenaries sent to the front lines as arts fodder, they won't even be counted in any nation's casualty statistics. Sarkaz massacre one another in wars we have no stake in, regarded as disposable goods to be abandoned without care by the leaders of those wars. Okay, to be fair, I usually tend to show that off more when people come in from Arknight streams, because then they actually know who he is, but since you mention it, I do happen to have a favorite character in this game. If you're familiar with Arknights, you might see that there's a lot of pictures of a single character on this screen, but, there's more. Oh god, I see my screen freeze as it shows up. Yeah, so there's more. There's more than this too, but I don't want to click and show all of them because I really need to redo this scene because I have way too many sources in OBS right now. But yeah, so I do happen to have a favorite, Federico Giallo, the Shotgun Angel, patron saint of autism, my beloved. But yeah, I am completely normal about this character. I'm completely normal about this angel. Which is why I have a... OBS, please. Which is why I actually have a physical shrine. I just recently updated this picture of merch as well. I am so normal. Oh god, wait, no, please. No, the story! Oh god! If you yeet right now, I will have to continue reading through the story with everything hitting me. Oh god, oh fuck. I mean... It is up to you. It is your choice. You can't say anything. You have way too many pictures of Juzo Suzuya from Tokyo Ghoul. Honestly, that is so valid. That is so valid. Alright, where we are. Yeet more. Oh god. Oh god, the lag at the start of it. Oh god. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my. That last hit was such a loud thunk. What the fuck? Okay, where were we? I love how I'm just getting like slammed with bananas and shit and just like the sarcasm massacre one another in wars. Oh, dunk. Regarded as disposable goods to be abandoned without care by the leaders of those wars. For the sake of keeping pace with these changes, the sarcasm must once again gather around the furnace, and if necessary, the power to dominate the war must lie in our hands. Teresa's looks to Teresa, waiting for her opinion. But Teresa does not speak, her eyes placid as before. Again, so this comes back to what they decided as well, what we talked about before as well. You have to head off, take care you! Again, also, if anyone has sent me a friend request or anything with the new friend updates, go ahead, feel free. I am Micah number 5167 in Arknights. We just recently got a 50 spot friend list expansion. So I'm very happily collecting more friends in Arknights. Again, if your username is noticeably different in the game than what it is on Twitch, let me know so that I know who you are. But I'm down to collect more friends. But yeah, so what we were saying earlier is very interesting because it's the whole push and pull between the desire for social reform, the desire to break out of the cycle of violence, but in order to establish that society that breaks out of the cycle, they need to stay in power, they need to have this power to protect themselves versus these other countries that are still trying to attack the Sarkaz and destroy Kazdel. We will plunder the other nations and wrest their most profound secrets from them. We were once the proud Tikaz, forced to become the Sarkaz, and derided as devils. Because the Outlanders feared us. It is an ancient fear rooted deep in their hearts. Let us remind them. Let us show all of Terra our history and legend that have been either forgotten or falsified. The Sarkaz are not weak. We do not need others to save us from our fate. On the contrary, we will dictate the fate of Terra, dictate how this land should move forward. The details of our plan have been delivered to all present, through the runic arts of the Banshees. Ducario. Do you still hold doubt? No. Exceptional work, Teresa's. Set aside a seat on the military commission for the Crimson Court. It appears that our Naxar King has not yet grown addled with age. But as to whether or not he could usher in such a grand feast, warriors need not die in a blaze of glory. That is a vulgarity only chased by those who seek fame. Oh, I nearly forgot you were still here, Lackamalin. I have made myself abundantly clear from the start, Prince Ducario. I need only silently observe your enthusiastic attempt at self-expression. How pitiful it is to look upon such a shabby little court. I will cherish your elegies. And this I promise you. When death comes for you, the Lord of the Banshees will sing you an elegy, delivered to you by the night wind. Set aside your chatter for another time. It seems their highnesses still have matters to discuss. The other members of the War Council will wish to know their decisions. Dulcariel, Lackameline, and you, Damatsu, disguised outside the door with me. Oh my god! Wait, I didn't actually— that is fucking hilarious. Wait, I actually didn't register that. I love that. So before all this, we had the fucking civilians listening in and talking with good luck. Then there's a fucking Damatsu disguised as a civilian. That is fucking hilarious, actually. That's awesome. The Noxor King nods his head toward Teresa. The other two members of the royal court do not bid the king farewell. They simply follow the Noxor King out of the chamber. That's actually hilarious. Amogus! Amogus for real. Hold on. Amogus. This is the emote that I keep meaning to add into Benny's stream and forgetting about. I love how small it is! After the meeting's end, Teresa stays by Teresa's side, standing silently. He knows that she will be expecting an answer from him. You never mentioned that you would announce the plans for war to the royal not the Amogus kiss. You did not refute me either. Would I have been able to refute anything? You are well aware of what I think. If you wanted to argue against any of it, you would have done so a few years ago. But now, I have them by the reins. But it's not just them. This entire city hungers for war. I will prevent matters from heading down the worst possible path, lest the prospects of Terra's continued existence become infinitesimally small. So yeah, so right now, Teresa's is guiding them down this path because of their desire for war and revenge. But again, that's how we talked about, they're heading down the cycle of revenge and violence again. And that's exactly what Teresa wants to prevent. So how will Teresa make this change and try and establish this Babel, this actual unity, when the Sarkaz all want this? You must be quick about it. I will. What does Fremont's letter say? As Teresa's opens the envelope, the writing vanishes before his eyes. Yet the message has already etched itself indelibly into his mind. He has surmised what would happen during that meeting rather accurately. He has given his opinion on some matters, alongside a reminder. Do not place all your coming hopes in one basket. Oh, man. And especially with what I've brought up several times against the story of the Tower of Babel. The story of the Tower of Babel and how that was humanity actually combining forces and working together to build a tower to the heavens, and God struck them down and caused them all to speak different languages so they could no longer understand each other, and cast them to the corners of the earth so they would not be able to work together like that anymore. Do not place all your coming hopes in one basket. Holy smokes. Every single chapter of this is a fucking doozy. The nomadic city of Kazdel. You with that Babel? Don't count on the military commission to look after you all. Hey! Wait, you're from Litanian! Wait, actually, this sprite, I think, is actually from Twilight of Volumond. It's one of the Caprine people, the Caprine, citizens in Volumond. We're here to help you. Help us? My parents died at the hands of you Latanians. You got some nerve. What, not scared of me? We knew what to expect when we came here. Just need some getting used to. Besides, our captain warned us not to agitate the locals. You looking down on me, motherfucker? Eh? The hell is this? Let me go! Oh shit! What? I'm sorry, that's the monster! monster! Wait, hold on. This fucking monster! Hi. Monster just, hi, sending me. Why does that motherfucker sound so personal? I'm doing my best to, you know, read this in tones, and well, was that not the perfect place for a motherfucker? I cannot for the life of me imagine Monster's welcoming wave. Honestly, God. That is... that is magnificent. Holy shit. Do not harm him, but do make him leave. Dr. Calcit! Oh god, I can hear the emulator staggering. Oh shit! Yeah, so there she is! I said not to deviate from our planned route, even if it is to treat the wounded along the way. Sorry, Dr. Calcit. No matter. You handled it well. We've reached our destination. Welcome to Babel. Old well! Oh, fuck? Babel office, Kazda. Oh, shit? There they are! Did you manage to retrieve all our stray colleagues? Yes, all's well with them. The construction of Babel's facilities is proceeding smoothly. The school that you were so looking forward to is already complete. Yet I heard that the unbeatable Dr. Calcit had not too long ago been turned down. Perhaps even kicked out? I did not foresee such a direct refusal. Oh my god! I'm not surprised at all, to be honest. To many Sarkas, the invitation of the king is barely worth the paper it's printed on. On the other hand, our connections with Sargon and Rimbiliton have delivered good news. As for Columbia, some scientists have proposed a technology exchange program. So this is why Rhodes Island is so global. They have their eyes on the ancient Sarkaz witchcraft, while we have need of their latest mobile farms. It took a oh god, fuck. Okay, hold on. Wait, let me see if I can close a couple things real quick. Because I think I can hide this. And close this. The emulator also might, like, have a memory leak or something since it's been running for a while, so I might have to stop it and reboot it after this. It took us a century's effort to share equal dialogue with these powers. The results speak for themselves. You are creating new history, Teresa. Thank you, Calcit. But I can tell you've had a lot on your mind recently. The military commission has been formally established. Babel's existence will spark yet another near irreconcilable conflict in Kazdel. Our staff comes from different races and nations. How should they live alongside the Sarkaz? If your efforts to soothe enmity and prejudice instead become a fuse to spark conflict anew, what does your highness plan to do? If we cannot even eliminate prejudice and hatred within the walls of Kazdel, how can Babel help to achieve equality for the Sarkaz throughout all of Terra? There will be members of the military commission posted to Babel soon. They will ensure the safety of our people. This will also serve as a warning to some. Babel is backed by both Teresis and me. Oh, right! Did I ever tell you how I met a Sanctum Messenger, Calcit? Oh shit, it's that person! Wait, we talked about this Sancta earlier! We talked about someone with a halo! Fuck, I don't remember. I don't remember if they said he or she. I don't remember if they said a general. Or was it some guy with a halo? Fuck, I was saying, what if it's Outcast? Is this Outcast? If it's Outcast, I'm gonna... Can you imagine? Holy shit! Guys, what if the Sancta Messenger is Outcast? We don't know yet! We don't know yet! What if she's a... Strange. The Sancta do not generally dare to approach the borders of Kasdil. Was this why your highness disappeared this afternoon? Was it that obvious? I thought Lackameline had me covered. Love the cat scream. Oh, so that's a fun little thing that I have coded as well. So if I send stuff in chat, it actually will show up as in my face as an emote. I can also send stuff like yippee! So if you have 7TV, you'll actually see these emotes in chat when I send them as messages, but they also show up on my face, which is how I can, you know, depict a number of different emotions beyond my usual capabilities. Yeah. So like with what you just said, how about, oh, wow! So again, it's a similar thing with the TMI.js, it's just a browser source in OBS that's able to pick up that stuff from chat. The Lord of the Banshees clearly tried, but judging from the results, she isn't the best pick for clerical work! Savage! Well, what of that Sancta Messenger? Oh, okay. So it's not Outcast. Also, I think we do really need to reboot the emulator after this, so I'll do that in a sec, but once we finish this story. He was getting water from the river, and we struck up a conversation. We chatted about many things. History, peace, hatred. Our viewpoints did not align on most things, but I could sense in him wisdom and intelligence beyond his years. He had thoughts concealed within his heart, ones even he did not know of. And so, you used the power of the King of Sarkaz on a Sancta? Oh fuck. Yeah, with the emotion perceiving capability. Oh fuck. I wonder if this is almost related to, like, Woodrow and Cliff. I simply wished to know what this fated encounter meant. And what did it mean? It's still hard to say. But while I was looking at his soul, I felt that perhaps we are not so alone, Kaltzit. Many on this land are doing all they can to preserve hope. Hopes big and small, hopes bright and beautiful. God, this lag is so bad. Yeah, we gotta finish this story so that I can reboot this thing. Ugh. That hurt. Are those people nuts or something? I just wanted to get a few nice things for myself. Never even heard of any Babel. Oh, it's getting really bad. Hello, Derivo31. I hope you're doing well. Our emulator is fucking dying. I think we must have, like, a memory leak or something, so I gotta reboot it in a sec. You'll read story yourself? Okay, yeah, if you have to take off, go ahead. No worries. Glad you were able to drop by, though. Thank you for dropping by regardless. But yeah, it's so good so far. You came here to vent a little. I'm only on the first stage, so don't spoil anything. We're literally only on the after story of the first stage. He steadies himself against the wall, gasping for air as his vision begins to blur. Fatigue floods his limbs, swaying him down. Through his blurred vision, he sees another in front of him fall to the crazed attacker's blades. He knows he will be next. I refuse to die here. It's you or me, you bastards! Out of the way! He uses the last of his strength to barrel his way out, but the only resistance he meets is solid ground. You have no idea what this game is or what's going on, you're just here. So this is Arknights. It is a tower defense gacha game, but it has an incredible story. It goes into a lot of details about, the story is, it goes into a lot of things about, like, rebellion, injustice, discrimination, oppression, and about hope, about despair about trying to make the world a better place. I really like it, and so this story is a big part of the main story. So we're actually learning a lot of the backstory. You spent 70 pulls on CC Banner to try and fish Executor all only to lose. Guess who crashed Ascalon pulls? Oh my god. No fucking way. That's... My congratulations on getting Fetty, but my condolences on the number of pulls you lost. Oh no! I'm glad you got him go. I'm glad you were able to finally get the best angel. All he sees is black. Are you alright? Were you trying to save me just now? This music. There's so much blood. Why does it feel like I'm the one saving you? Hold on. I'll bring you to Babel. Our doctors there can help you. I'm still alive. Who would have thought that those lunatics would decide to attack innocent bystanders in broad daylight to get at Babel? I don't know how the others are faring. Hey, stay with me! I still don't know your name! But that allowed you to full pot Lutonata? So now you're off? Pet threat! Have a good one! Take care! Enjoy Lutonata! I'm so glad! We also E2'd Lutonata. We did not get her full pot though, so congrats on yours. I'm... good luck. Huh? He regrets giving himself this name. Oh, thank God, okay. Okay, so our emulator was definitely,
limit the
oh
enemy's
God!
choices, forcing them into unwitting traps.
Fuck! Ascalon jump scare!
Style. You really don't remember anything? Sooner or later, you'll have to face yourself, so think carefully. Bear in mind, this time, I'm ready to correct your mistakes.
Oh, damn, girl! Okay, so that was very good, but hold on, we need to unfortunately restart the emulator because this is fucking dying. So what, we got through, like, one fucking stage, like, literally, we can hear the emulator freaking dying as it goes, oh no, there's a tutorial, okay, hold on, so, let me, open this up. Hide this, also hide this, and, let's exit and reopen this. Sorry again for the quiet behind it, okay. Yeah, give me a hot second. We'll sit. I don't want to pull up the music, because it'll be too much to run behind all of this, so we'll see. It still shows encoding overloaded, which is kind of a pain. Oh, that might just be because it's closing everything. Okay, cool. Okay, give me a second while I get a sip while I get this stuff booted back up. Also, let me open up Task Manager to check on these things. I wonder if it's also, like, Tits or ViaDoTube having issues. ViaDoTube tends to be pretty good. Tits, I've noticed, tends to not be so hot after a while, so it could be related to that, but, hopefully rebooting, the emulator will be the main thing. Oh, let's actually close up. I should close up, let me exit out of Discord as well. I have, like, Discord open but running in the background, but sometimes, even running in the background, if there's too much stuff on it, it decides to, hate me. Okay. So let's, close that up. That seems to be stopping. Yes, those are all shutting down. Okay, so there was like 5 different processes there that are all just. So hopefully that helps out. Okay, that definitely looks much better. Sent you something on Discord. Okay, let me check it on my phone while we reboot the emulator. Oh boy. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. Fuck. Now I need to reboot Discord so that I can save this as well. This is magnificent. Gay, this is fucking magnificent. Holy shit. Am I going to have a collection of Fettyworm art? Holy fucking shit. That is magnificent. I'm like mildly speechless. The perspective is actually incredible. Holy shit. We need to pull this up. We need to pull this up. You guys need to see this. Oh my god. Okay, emulator is rebooting. Discord is also restarting just so I can fucking download this on the computer, and then show you, because holy fucking shit, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We have one Fetty. We're going to. Oh my god, how am I gonna put these together in a collection too so that I can show them? I need to be able to show all the Fetty worms. RIP PC. I don't know if you can hear, like, if you're seeing, like, lag, yeah. Like, it happens. Hopefully it won't be too bad, because, again, a lot of times it's because the emulator has been running for a long time, so it usually, gets a little bit better after I restart it, but, oh, actually, unless this fucks up OBS, in which case, damn. Oh, shit, the jar is still up on this screen. Alright, come on, sources. OBS is fucking dying. OBS is fucking dying. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Let's hide the scrying jar. We'll sit on this screen while we wait for it, so that y'all can see the floppy disks bouncing around a little bit better. If you guys, actually, here, well, for our amusement, we'll start up a little floppy disk battle. For our amusement, we'll start up a little floppy disk battle while I get the rest of this stuff working. Yes, we'll wait here, click on Discord, let me, interact with this. So this floppy disk battle, you'll notice we have a floppy disk for everyone in chat, right? So if you, so we have a little thing where we can start a little fight. So, every floppy disk gets 3 lives, and on collision, whoever is moving faster wins, and the loser loses a life. And whoever's the last one standing is the winner. You can also use different commands like exclamation point boost, but beware, because using exclamation point boost will speed you up for 10 seconds, but after that, it'll slow you down to even slower than you were at the start. So you've got to make sure to time things nicely, otherwise you can end up losing out on speed. And so you can only use it every 20 seconds. So you'll also get these instructions in chat, because I should have a start bonk battle, and so let's have this go. A battle will start in 30 seconds. So you'll get these instructions in chat even if, and it's also based in chat as to when it starts, so hopefully that helps with, queuing in you guys despite stream delay. The screen area will also shrink over the course of the battle, so that everyone is forced closer in together. Oh, and 10 seconds to start. So we're real close. 3, 2, 1. Alright, here we go. Everyone's got their 3 lives. Ooh, looks like a few of them lost already. Derevo is moving at a real slow speed. They might have gone down. I can see... Ooh, a boost usage already! These also are moving so slow right now. I wonder if that has to do with the calculations. I see Vodka Man only has 1 life left. We've got Luigi Man going to collide. Oh, no, that was a near miss. Let's see. I think I see. Ooh, Gay, you're moving real slow right now, but you still had 3 lives left. Oh, but you're losing them real quick. Oh, shit. Oh, mine is actually going. It's moving kind of quickly, but I just lost my momentum. Oh, Gay, are you down? We also have... Oh, which name is that? The A? Oh, Toad going down as well. I'm moving kind of slow. I don't know if I'm gonna... Ooh, and there I go. Vodka Man. Oh, is that Alderbones, who is the crab? It might be. And it was only the last 2 left. Looks like Alderbones will be the winner, because I think they've got the speed. So unless our last person jumps in... Oh, they keep missing each other, trying to draw this out, huh? But the winner is, in fact, Alderbones. Congratulations, Alderbones. Alderbones wins by doing nothing. Awesome. Alright, here we go. There goes. Alright, all the rest of the floppies are back. I hope you enjoyed that. Arkangi, I see. Perhaps not enjoyed it. But see, it's all about that strategy. Imagine if you were in that last area last time and you used the boost then. Alright, let's boot the game back up. Thankfully, we seem to have a lot less, emulator stuttering, at least, so that's good. Oh, since we have that break, let me go into my friends list and pick up some of y'all. So, we had Mouse, nice. Oh, and there's Fly High, and Jaha, that was, Ivy Moon. Okay. Give me a second so that I can actually make, notes, because otherwise I will fucking forget. You'll notice how I have notes on who people are if their code doesn't match, so that I remember, oh, nice. Give me a sec, so... I just want to make sure I do this before I forget. And then that was, Marcio Mouse, I believe, so... Let me get that one. There's Pythias, oh, and then Fly High. So, oh wait, so you are, oh nice, Silver Ash? Yeah. Ivy Moon. And then, Fly High. Fuck. Even if their names are the same, I usually like to make a note. You died off screen behind me? My Kindle 07. 07. If my... Okay, we are still getting lag, but at least it's not as bad. We spent so long at that my sanity has completely regened. Great. God, this music is so good, dude! Okay. We're gonna try and do a... Well, okay. I don't know if we're gonna do a couple more. Because we are definitely running a little late, and I've been streaming for quite a long time now. But I at least want to get this tutorial done. Kazdelian Combat Drill. Learn to fight in the nomadic city of Kazdel. Transverse Plate. Deploying operators requires the assistance of nearby operators? What the fuck? Oh. Deploying operators requires the... Oh. Man, you need to start, but... To be fair, Orange, it's not that it's long. It's just that I'm the kind of person who goes on 4-hour tangents, and we honestly spent like the first 5 hours of stream not... It took us like 5 hours of stream to actually get into the event. So, it's a doozy, Orange. It's a fucking doozy. It's, oh my god. Dude, if you haven't started, I need to see, if you haven't started, you gotta read this one, and I gotta see you come back after you read this one and be like, what the fuck? Also, hello again, Inopal. Hee indeed. I have not. I really wanted to. Oh, no, wait, no, I did. Earlier today, I checked out the update. I haven't investigated that area at all yet. Oh, and I forgot. Hold on. Since we rerouted this, so you know how we have our lovely Fetty worm from Phagra? Well, we received a wonderful, absolutely incredible, silver worm from Ivy Moon, and I just fucking, and Gay has just sent me an absolutely incredible drawing to continue with Fetty worm, and I need to show this. I need to show this so much. Look at what Gay just sent me. I don't know if that quality seems really fucked up. Hold on. Let me, transform. Reset oh god. It's because it's so big. Okay, hold on, wait. I need to, transform, edit transform. Hold on, that is not the right sizing. It is. That is. Wait, no. What I need to do is 900, and then what we need to do is bounding box type, scale to inner bounds. Fuck. Wait. Why did that vanish? Center. Hold on. Oh, bounding box size is fucked up. Hold on. Okay. And let's there we go. That's not right. Hold on. Scale to inner. Huh? How did I fuck up this transform? Why is it so hold on. Okay, we're gonna set this back over here. But yes, anyways, the resolution is yeah, but look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at how fucking incredible this is. Fucking thank you, Gay, so much. This is absolutely incredible. I love all of the different worms. That I'm so glad that we are inspiring wait, 720. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's what it's supposed to be, because then we move things into right here. But yes, so it definitely does. Let me open this as a. But you guys can kind of see. It's just because it's a very high quality, so it has to be like shrunk down. But do you guys see how incredible this is? Oh my god, I love this. I'm so glad to be acquiring more worms. Which is one hell of a statement out of context. That is awesome, and everyone make sure, like, okay, I don't know, I don't think you actually stream, right? If you do stream, I will follow you, but, just to make sure you all know who this is by. New skin line dropped! Dude, we were also saying, you know how they have the plush, the bunny plush and the cat plush? New Yostar, plush line, the worm. Oh god, this is so good. I'm so glad that we're acquiring more of these. Worm, W-O-R-M, what would that be? My brain is too fried from the massive fucking drop the massive amount of lore that we just took in, and I can't think of any, I'm trying to like backronym this, but I can't think of anything. Okay, I do want to do this. I'm not sure how far we'll try and go through. We might have to end over the tutorial because I can feel myself getting a little tired, but I do want to try and do this tutorial. Jessica and Fang. Okay, so what the fuck is a transverse plate? God, the music in this event is so good. It's so, all of this has been so good. I'm so. Oh. Instructor Doberman, instructions for further action, please. Instructor Doberman? I'm fine. Let's get started with today's training mission. Be wary of hollows in the ground. The nomadic city of Kasdel is far from structurally sound and employs numerous transverse plates to fix itself together. Operators cannot be directly deployed to these transverse plates and will need operators deployed on regular tiles to provide assistance. Wow, it's so high up here. Instructor Doberman, are you okay? You look— oh right, because Doberman doesn't like heights. There was that one bit with the pilot when he was like flying around and Doberman was like, oh god, oh fuck. Yeah, she is. Or at least she doesn't like them, at least. Wearable operational record material, awesome. Yes. Wearable operational record material, worm. I'm fine. Begin the exercise. So, operators cannot be deployed on it directly before connected with nearby operators that— oh, so that's the stabilizer chain. Okay, we have the schmoovers. Hostile spotted, moving at high speed toward the objective point. Jessica, stay calm. Cruz, get to your deployment point, then pass the stabilizer chain to me. Cruz? Okay. Whoa. Jessica, Cruz is in position. Proceed to your designated coordinates now. Oh, okay. Deploy to the left and prepare to engage. Oh, I see. So it slows them. Okay. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Is this the stabilizer chain, instructor? Yes. Shattered transverse plates are found all over Kasdel. Without stabilizer chains, operators won't be able to engage in combat like usual. Stabilizer chains are custom equipment for improving combat conditions. When an operator is deployed to a transverse plate, the last operator deployed within a certain range will throw one stabilizer chain to them, ensuring stability. Oh, I see. What are the odds they throw a boss or something at us, and the boss has a targeting priority that targets the operator with the highest number of stabilizer chains connected to them? That'd be fucked up. What are the odds we get some bullshit like that, so their targeting priority will, like, immediately would, like, ruin this, because if Cruz go down, both Doberman and Jessica go down. Someone make note of that. I don't have anyone in here who we had a couple people who went through the event already. I wish they were here to fucking smile at me. The enemy seem to be slowed by the chain. That's right. Stabilizer chains can also apply special effects on enemies as a form of defense. But remember, an operator can only hold up to 2 stabilizer chains. Okay, so maybe not prioritizing the highest number. Interesting. Okay, so here comes the enemy. Is that— oh, is that— what? Alright, the next exercise should be improvised combat. Guess I'll retreat for now, as planned. Kihipero. Fucking thanks. Awesome. So that makes them stunned. Cruz! Wait, we're still linked! Cruz, Jessica, stay close. Remember what the exercise is about. Always be mindful of your teammate's status. Why does it have to be so high? Deep breaths. 5 more seconds. Based on what you've learned, what should you do when your teammates are in danger? I know, Instructor Doberman. You didn't immediately fall into the transverse plate when you lost your stabilizer chain. Instead, you gained the status unsteady. There we go. If another operator, such as myself, is deployed on a normal plate near you in time, they'll be able to throw the stabilizer chain to you. Well done, Fang! Oh, but Jessica is still down. At least these guys should be blockable. But you're not close enough. Oh, so they will go down. Okay. Fascinating. Okay, I like this. This is... I was running Ambusher Knights, but this is going to, not be good. Actually. I don't know if Ambusher Knights can handle this. We might just have to go for Specialists. Specialists, I think, might be able to handle this, though, especially since we have Doll Keepers. Oh, fuck, I wonder how Doll Keepers work with the chains. Where fate guides. Sarkaz has never been destroyed by war. We are strong. Okay, so we have some undeployables, we have some transverse plates here, but we do have a good number of stable ground. Then again, how long have I been going? I've been going since 5 p.m. and it's 1 a.m. for me. So that is like 8 hours. Why do you feel like the chains are gonna lead to something like the Lingering Echoes event? That's why I was saying if they're linked together, are they going to attack each other? Like they're connected? Or are enemies going to prioritize operators who have more chains connected? Actually, this one, if there's no aerial enemies, this one does look doable. With Ambusher Knights, because we have that steady, that entrance to it. Fuck, I want to read it so bad. I want to read it so bad. Oh my god, I'm getting so tired. I'm getting so tired! But it's so good, I want to read more! Fuck. No, it's... You know what? Renee is streaming. I rarely, if ever, get to raid Renee. We're gonna raid Renee for now, and we're gonna continue this tomorrow, once my voice has a bit of a chance to recover. And we're gonna pray that I also get, better OBS workings and less, reconnects tomorrow. Cause, yeah, it's 4 a.m, your phone's dying, you're definitely hot back. Yes, get some rest. I think it's also time for me as well. It is very much time for me as well, I think. So let me sit in here. But we're gonna move back to this screen so that we can see all the floppy disks, and I'm gonna send you guys off to Renee. Renee is also reading Babel, so if you'd like to read more of that, or if you'd like to follow along, go ahead. I don't know how far they are, so let me actually pull them up really quick. Renee Tala. So at least stick around for the raids so that we can give them some support. But yeah, if you have to get off and go to sleep, no worries there. But yeah, we're gonna wish Renee well with reading Babel. For a raid message, we have this. And we also have, raid message not found. Again, because we're doing Arknights, we're going to, remove one of the blue screens and put, Micah 4 Angel. Hold on. If I can get the freaking emo Angel. Come on. There we go. So yeah, so Renee is currently on the main screen. I hope they're not finishing up. Even if they are, we're still gonna hop over there anyways, just to support them. But yeah, so there's our raid message, and we will head over. So let me get this raid started. Raid Renee Tala. Renee is a very cool, like, elf forest, VTuber. And so they play a lot of Arknights, and they love Mumu. They saw Mumu and were like, oh my god, it's Mumu, that's me. So we wish them luck on anniversary, if they can spark Mumu. They did get Shu, and they love Shu, and they want to slurp Shrew's rice patty water, so, you can see that they are also as unhinged as we are here, though in different ways. So I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, so with the raid message, we have a raid message with emotes if you are subbed. If you're not subbed but you want to use the emotes, feel free to use the channel points because I have them on the lowest cost Twitch will allow. So you can use those to get an emote for 24 hours. Alternatively, you can add whatever emote you'd like. We have the copy machine emote as a default, but if you have some other emotes you'd like, feel free to add it on. Now, I know we're going to raid Renee, but let me also give a shout out to, Suit Bonnie, because they're another close friend of mine, who is also streaming right now, but we're able to go over to their stream more often, which is why I want to take the chance to raid Renee today. But yeah, so anyways, do make sure to check out Bonnie though as well. But yes, we're almost out, so thank you everyone for coming by. I'll see you guys around probably tomorrow.